Hi guys, Felix here with Quadcopterguide, and today we're checking out the all-day 8-pack of filters for the Osmo Action from Freewell. Let's get to it. Hey, if you're new to the channel, welcome. On this channel I help you get the most out of your drone and other filmmaking gear, like your Osmo Action for example. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. But today we're checking out the filters from Freewell. So if you're new to the Osmo Action or filmmaking in general and you don't really know what ND filters are for, you can think of them as kind of sunglasses for your camera. ND filters help you get a better image for videography and also photography. If you want to get any kind of motion blur and it's bright out for photography, then you have to get less light into the lens. And ND filters help you do that. For videography, it allows you to bring that shutter speed down so you do get some of that natural motion blur. I'll show you an example of that in a minute, but that's just one of the reasons that ND filters are kind of essential when shooting photos and videos with cameras. Now what's great about the Freewell set, it comes with an ND4, ND8, ND16, a plain circular polarizer, which is pretty cool, and then once again ND8 with polarizer, ND16 with polarizer, ND32 with polarizer, and also ND64 with polarizer. So with this filter set, you're kind of all set all across the range from ND4 all the way to ND64. And of course, the polarizer allows you to reduce glare. You can see an example of this when I did the Osmo Pocket accessory video from Polar Pro. You can check that out up here. So let's check out some of these filters on the Osmo Action and see what kind of results you can expect with them. Okay, so I've got the normal UV filter on here now on the Osmo Action, the one that comes with the camera, and if we're in a kind of a bright situation like I am here, look, the sun's kind of hitting me directly, and I've got it on auto, then it has to crank up the shutter speed super high to compensate for the additional light. So you know, if you see motion blur like this, my fingers, they're gonna be very sharp and super kind of fake looking. You don't get any motion blur, which is not necessarily what you want when trying to shoot nice, smooth, and perhaps cinematic video. All right, so let's toss on an ND filter and see what it looks like. Okay, so I've added the ND16 with polarizer filter on the Osmo Action, and I've changed the camera from auto to manual, picking 1/50th of a shutter speed because I'm shooting at 25p as I'm located in Europe currently. And so let's see what that looks like. The exposure looks good, my face isn't too blown out, the background isn't too terribly dark, but I am kind of in the sun, so the background is a little bit darker. That's kind of to be expected. So let's do the finger test. They should not be kind of as sharp and squiggly as they were last time. You should get some natural motion blur, which is what you want to achieve when filming video. You can see the water and the sky as how it changes as I'm twisting the polarizer. So now you're getting some blues in the sky and less reflection on the water. That is approaching close to maximum polarization here. If I keep twisting, it turns the polarizer kind of off, what a normal filter would be like without a polarizer, and you can see that the sky is just totally kind of washed out white and the water is reflective. That is what a polarizer does. So a huge benefit to have ND filters with polarizers. And by the way, that is the Isar River, which runs through Munich from the south, heading north. And in the summer, you can also float down there in cheapo rafts, which a bunch of people did just a second ago. In the package, you do get a lifetime warranty card, a filter guide which tells you when to use which filter, and also a nice filter or lens cleaning cloth to keep the filters in tip-top shape. Freewell has definitely stepped up their game with their product design and also this case. It now has magnets to hold the case closed, and the foam to hold the filters is a lot nicer than the previous filters. So all in all, I'm really pleased with this filter set from Freewell. You guys can definitely check those out using the links in the description below. The polarizer is a nice touch on the filters. I kind of do wish that there was a marking on the filter itself of when you get maximum polarization, but that's something that I can add with a tiny dot of a whiteout pen or a permanent marker. I think it would show up even on the black, which is definitely I think something that I would do, just so I know that, hey, with this setting you get maximum polarization and you don't always have to kind of test it out for yourself. I want to thank Freewell for sending out these filters for me to test out for you guys so you can get a glimpse of what they are like on this channel. So if you enjoyed that quick look at the filters, give this video a like, and in the comments below let me know if you have experience with ND filters or circular polarizers, on your Osmo Action so far, or any other camera for that matter. Let's get a good discussion going down there. I always appreciate you guys that comment. And of course, for more videos on how to get the most out of your drone or your filmmaking gear, even the Osmo Action for example, be sure to subscribe. Feel free to check out some of this other awesome content I created on this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.